about to hit this job application real quick too. Hold on, I don't know where the slider's at, but let's go to the job application real quick here. Boom, we just did the job application. Look at this. Oh my goodness, laundry. Is the WoW cope over? I was going to play it, but I didn't want to give Blizzard any money. It's been difficult this last week. I did have about... Here. I had about 4 days of time that were completely filled with helping with family things. Like I said, I just had a relative's 30th birthday. There was party planning, and I could really talk about this, to be honest, for the entire rest of the stream. So maybe I'll just give another... Maybe I'll just do that for the next several minutes. Because probably I'll be all right to pick up. I just finished the day in here. So, something I would like to get into the public consciousness if I could. And it's a bad thing. People don't want to hear it. But society is very devastated right now, okay? Society is very devastated. And it is not what it even was 5 years ago. Certainly not what it was 10 years ago by any means. People that are older, some of the older members of my family, they just don't get this. So they had certain things set up for this birthday party that I did drive hundreds of miles to be a part of, to see, and all this stuff. And I get there, I said, well, I just called the party planner, sick ding dip duck sheet, and Muhammad, and I don't know, there's the party planners, but they're not picking up, and I don't know what's going on. I'm like, okay, well, you know, it was kind of like that. I'm kind of going through it. I'm like, okay, yeah, see, you can't, these people, this is like, everybody's a scammer now. Everybody is a liar. Everybody's a, there's been a chat message for a couple minutes. Let me make sure I'm not banned again, because they didn't tell me last time. I don't know. I don't see any messages, so I think we're okay. Anyway. I'm like, no, you cannot trust anybody anymore. Everybody's a scammer. My mother had a cake made, a custom cake with all this custom stuff, custom like jet print, like frosting, printed photos, all this stuff. They just didn't do it. They wanted to like charge her hundreds of dollars for this like huge thing. Literally none of it was done. It was all like the entire, like in like a 3-day period of setting certain things up, all of the staff of this place, the whole company had shut down, every staff fired, whole thing was totally just destroyed and gone within minutes. So I had to spend many hours for many days, which is fine, you know, better that it was this than whatever it would have been. But I'm like, no, you need to understand, society is dead, okay? Like, whatever you think society is from the last 30 years of your life, it is no longer existing, okay? There's nothing left. It's over. Okay, I'm not trying to blackpill, but, like, you have to know these things because, yeah, this is what it was. Like, she had all this shit set up, just, like, all this stuff set up. Within, like, a week's time, company totally out of business, everybody fired, everything shut down. We're showing up to a building, it's got fucking locked doors, there's nobody in there, everything's already torn down within a week for this party stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's this is what I would expect to happen. I mean, like, I don't believe anything. I don't trust anything until already I'm there, fully completed, everything is what it's supposed to be. It has to, all the success has to be behind me, and I'm walking out, okay, that was 100% successful, everything's done. That's when I'm trusting that this worked out. And so, yes, it was very unfortunate, though, and it must be quite a whiplash. I mean, it's even a whiplash for me when I think about, like, damn, you know, like, wow, even just 10 years ago, you know what I mean? Even just 10 years ago, it's crazy, like, yeah, wow, like, it's horrible. Like, it tears you into pieces, you know what I mean, to even think about it, you know? And I don't like to do that because it's like, well, I'd rather we could all just, you know, oh, haha, that happened, haha, like, but it's not in New York City anymore. It's not the Fire Festival anymore. It's not these huge big things anymore. It's every single day. I don't know about you. Maybe I'm wrong. If you're different out there in the world, God bless you. Hold on to that. Please don't lose it. Even for me, I like don't even do very much. I'm so self-sufficient. I take multiple steps in every bit of my life to be self-sufficient.
Same thing happened to my favorite deli.
And every little thing that I have to do, I have to jump over 10 hurdles.
And gave me food poisoning on 2 occasions. I refuse to eat halal food.
It's just like it, man. And it's tough because I spoke to, I guess, like one of the people that was involved with what my mother had going on, and it was literally like a woman with how would I say this? It was like a woman who she was like in a group home. Like this is like the only person that they could still find to like try and hire for this whatever. The woman's in a group home. She can't even speak words. She's a from the town and she's American, white, and everything like that. But like such, she's like, the help with like the party to the like that. Like that's the only woman that was like even left. Like everybody else is already gone. My mother, she was able to do, I think it was either the day that I left or the day after I left, she was able to do a bank chargeback and get her money back like that for the many things that were completely scam. But I'm just like, I mean, but yeah, she was able to, that was successful, but it's tough. Like I said, it hurts me that this is where it's come to for everybody, you know. But I mean, this is what like on a daily basis, I have to like essentially like work through however many scams every single day. Like everywhere I go, there's like people walking around like in the middle of the street trying to do insurance scam, trying to throw themselves in front of your vehicle. You got people there waiting. I mean, it's just. But I guess I don't know. There's something about my sort of disagreements with society and with how things are ran that I've already kind of been in a certain way and in a certain mode for a certain amount of time, as it were, to begin with. I kind of have a feeling about certain things as it were already, but yeah, it's tough. Let's all go ahead in this world the best we can, you know. I mean, it's funny to me. It kind of is like how I would always say back in when I graduated high school, they said you're a 70 IQ vegetable. You'll never have a job. You'll never be able to do anything for yourself. You're going to need to be a ward of the state for life. So I was like, okay, all right, whatever, cool. Can I play video games all day? Is that cool? Don't mind if I do. And then I don't want to say I'm all that, but all I know is that I seem to be more red pilled, I guess, than everybody that I grew up with, and I don't like they just walk into obvious, complete shit. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm not 100% white. Maybe I got some other. Maybe they just there's a high trust gene that I don't have in me. Well, I'm skeptical. Maybe it's because I got fucked with when I was a kid and I had to deal with certain things that made me more skeptical than other people. But whatever the case is, I became more than a vegetable eventually. And I don't know. We all need to, I guess, step up to the plate. The normies, the normgroids, they're out getting shot 100 times by ICE trying to save Somalian pedophiles that are stealing billions of your dollars. So they're not helping us so much. We got to do our own thing, I guess, and make our own way to, be living that better life. It is what it is, tubes. How did I meet my special lady? Because I was rocking a microphone. I would highly recommend it for all peoples. You always say they told you you are autistic and half a retard, and that's simply not true. Thank you, CBAPA, but that's just me repeating what was on my IEP. That was what my paperwork was for being in special education. And by the way, I want to say this. I mentioned it on yesterday's stream, which is still up. I sat in on a university class on Thursday night. Yeah, that's right, Thursday night. And significantly by probably triple, quadruple percents, hundreds of percents, less cognitive function than my actual special education class for severely mentally deficient people, 2007, 2008, 2009 that I was in. The average college student much, much slower mentally than what it was back then, which was really something to see. God, it's the end of the world.